I lived over 3 decades of my life scared shitless, embarrassed of my messy, scarcity-driven life. I was scared to rip off labels. I told myself that all of these labels like dictated my worth. Things like, and you guys can probably relate to this, like being an athlete, or a wife at the time. I've been married twice for those of you who don't know me, or a girlfriend or whatever. I've been both overweight and skinny. I'm an x-ray tech. We like to slap labels on about our profession, or letting other people tell us, oh, well, you're just a basic bitch. I mean, I know y'all are laughing, but I also know a lot of you guys can relate to this. Guys and girls alike, like we all have labels that we slap on ourselves and similar emotions. Like, dudes, the list goes on and on. We hold on to emotions when we're going through traumatic experiences. The trauma I encountered as a child and younger adult held me back from the incredible experiences and opportunities available to me. It stifled my potential. It did this because I let it do this. I see now, I'm 40 years old today, not today as in literally, because a lot of you guys misinterpret that. My birthday's in July. But anyways, I'm 40 years old now. I want you all to learn from my mistakes. That's why I do voice memos and posts, and I post all this content for you guys. Like, yes, it's great therapy for me, but this is a way for me to give back and be a good leader to you. The trauma of running from debt and like the fear of poverty, because if you're familiar with my story, I mean, I basically grew up with the scarcity mindset and the view that making money was hard. I was poor. I was over $40,000 in debt at one time. Had no idea how to get myself out of it. I was embarrassed to ask for help or tell anyone. I was living out of my office at one point, eating at the hotel across the road for food. The trauma of failed relationships, prevented me from like effective, pleasurable dating, like a dating experience. I didn't even know how to date. I had only been with 2 people my entire life up until the age of like 27. That's when I got divorced the first time. I didn't even know who I was. I had no idea what to do with myself. I didn't know how to ask for what I wanted, and I settled. I settled in a lot of relationships because I was settling on myself. I didn't know what to do. The trauma of kids making fun of me as a child, like being told I was too big to be a cheerleader by a teacher, by the way, that I was too fat to run track and not pretty enough to stand out or like have a boyfriend, like mentally, physically, spiritually fucked me up basically for my entire life. I struggled with bulimia, anorexia. I mean, I did some really, really fucked up things to this like 5'1" frame, and I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I was at one point. I've chosen to turn my scars into something that can help other people. So I hope this message serves you in any way, shape, or form. I was told one time in a past relationship, don't want to mention any names or anything, because, I respect everyone. This is my story. I was told that I wasn't smart enough to support myself on my own. I was pushed up against a wall and told that I would never make it without him, that I had to have him, which turned me into a hardened person. I was a man-hater for a long time because of these experiences. And today I lead with such a loving, open heart. I've had people ask me about this. How do you just love people? I'm like, because I remember the person that I used to be, and I don't ever want to lead with hate in my heart for anyone. I really don't have many enemies, and it brings you guys so much peace and freedom to embrace. Just so much love in your heart. Don't take things personally. The 4 Agreements was a book that completely changed my life. My scarcity mentality caused me to believe that making money was hard. I had to trade my time for money at every single thing that I did. I couldn't eat out or make memories with friends because I was afraid I would get fat, or I wouldn't have anything to eat and people would judge me because of my Crohn's disease. I was overworked. I made no space in my schedule for fun, adventure, love, dating, like all things that make life worth living. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. So if you feel like you've been a failure or are a failure, I'm here to tell you that it's okay. And this is your message, that today is your day to begin again. And it all starts with your thoughts and your belief in yourself. stop getting caught in the how. Like, I want you guys to think about and visualize. This is something I do every single morning. How do I want my life to feel? How do I want my body to feel? How do I want my potential partnership and love to feel? What kind of people do I want in my life? And I put that out there, and I just see what comes to me, and I embrace it, and I allow it, and I don't worry about the future, and I don't worry about the how. I let the universe and my heart take care of all of it. You guys are doing more than okay. Like, the question is, like, are you able to flip the script, change your priorities, and learn your lessons? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to learn. That's why I read so much. You know, when we use what has happened to us, you'll hear me say, like, your message. It creates a light bulb moment for another person. This is you being a leader. So it's not just about you getting skinny or having a lot of money or being successful or portraying the idea that you have the perfect marriage or perfect relationship. It's about being a leader and turning your flaws into something that can lead and help someone else out there struggling, because we're all struggling. That's you living your purpose. It's one of the best feelings in the world. It's something that, you know, being skinny or having all the money in the whole world can't fucking give you. Nothing is wrong with you, and your story matters. So what are you telling yourself? Character is judged when things are going wrong. Like, it's easy to be your best self when things are going right, but the person who is able to flip the script and extract the sunshine from the rain is the one who wins. Be an athlete of life. Tomorrow is never promised. I love you guys. Morning thoughts, or whenever this meets you. Angel message of the day. Love y'all.